Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sasha Annamercy's Diary. And I know it's a little weird because it's been like a month and a bit. Um, but I'm back and I am ready to finish off my trip down memory lane. Now you guys are probably wondering, why is the trip down memory lane and I'm sitting here in front of you guys? So as I was editing the part 1 of the trip down memory lane, I had this idea of bringing in sort of like a reality show, sort of like look back and stuff like that. But I actually struggled to finish part 1, like finish editing part 1. Because I got really emotional and I got a bit unstable for the past month because of that. But now I've finally summed up the courage to hit running and get it going, because it has absolutely slowed down my progress in the plans that I had after the relaunch. So without like saying like a whole lot, what I plan on doing, or you guys are going to see during the video, is I'm going to be watching the video together with you guys, and I'm going to be passing comments of how I remember myself feeling at that point in time. Now I'm really hoping that I do not get emotional or something awkward, like, and cry and stuff like that. I'm hoping I've made myself strong enough not to go through anything. So let's get started. I'm just gonna grab my laptop, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, as well as the notification bell. Follow me on my socials at Sasha_Annamercy. Literally everywhere. TikTok, Instagram. Except for Facebook though. Yeah. Awkward. Okay, so I have my laptop in front of me, and I'm just gonna open like the video, and I'm just going to be watching it and commenting on how I remember sort of like feeling. Yeah. So that's my intro. Such a cute intro, and it's short. I love it. So I don't know if you guys remember, but the last video sort of ended with the dinner that I had with Sean. I'm gonna link the video up here so you guys can watch it if you haven't watched it already. And we went for dinner at this Thai place. It wasn't Japanese. Yeah, we went to for dinner there, and so now it's the 30th of January. Order. Yeah. So now it's Saturday and it's the 30th of January. And this is the day that I have to go and collect my results. So I'm obviously like freaking out, because if my corona results are positive, that just means that, like, yeah, it's done. Like, it's over. I'm not getting on that flight to Germany. And I'm gonna have to reschedule or whatever. And the tricky thing actually is that on the Thursday, so on the 28th of June, on the 28th of January, the German government had literally closed down all its borders, and it had said from tomorrow, meaning the Friday, and I was leaving on the Saturday, and it was literally saying no inbound flights from red zone areas. And surprise, surprise, South Africa was in the red zone. So because of that, we were really gambling with our lives. But okay, let's get started. And it was negative. Boo, 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 boo. Anyway, the results are obviously negative, because you all know that that's how I ended up in Germany, and so forth and so forth and so forth. So I collected the results around like 10, 11 a.m. My flight was at, hey, I don't remember what time my flight was. Works. I think my flight was at 7 because it was an evening flight. And obviously I have to be at the airport 3 hours before for international flights. So we left home at around 2 actually. My cousins came by and they accompanied me to the airport. And so from the time that I collected my results until then, I obviously went home, showered, and did like some last minute packing to see if I had missed anything. And then that's the actual time that I actually called my friends and said, bye, guys. Yeah, so most of my friends don't know that I was leaving. I'm sorry, I apologize. So most of them did not get that opportunity to say goodbye to me as well, you know. Um, but for good reason. I don't really know how to act, or I don't really know how to like work with goodbyes. So it was just like sort of a little bit better that way. Um, because I wasn't sure when I'll be back. Maybe I was gonna come back after a year. Maybe I was gonna stay longer. So I don't wanna say, oh bye guys, I'm coming back next year. And then next year I'm like, oh actually, I'll be seeing you guys after like 10 years, you know? But I just thought that the pandemic was like a blessing in disguise. Because we sort of already gotten used to life, doing life on social media and like connecting with our people through social media. So that's just what I sort of continue doing. Of course, I let like my close friends um, know that I was obviously leaving. They knew, but they did not know the date. So I was like, okay, guys, I'm leaving tomorrow, for real, for real. This is obviously everybody that didn't make it to my birthday. If you didn't watch my birthday vlog, I'll link up here, baby. Watch it. Okay. So anyway, this was us on the way to the airport. Obviously the car. So my aunt Gogotambu was actually the one driving the car, and Mama Vicky was also in there. And then my baby cousin Tanya was also there. And then my both um, baby cousins Sean and Kai were there. And guys, I have to say, of course, this was the last time I ate a fold over. So anyway, we left home too early and we got to the airport way too early, like way before the 3 hours. And we were hungry. So we were like, we might as well go to McDonald's, grab a meal. And I was so glad like I got a fold over, and that was the last time I ate a fold over. Germany does not have chicken foldovers. I'm judging them. I'm judging them so much. Anyway, so we obviously had McDonald's and we had it in the car because child time was not on our side. So we obviously drove from Kempton Park. The airport is in Kempton Park. Or Artambo, and we went to Greenside. Eish, I've already forgotten something here. We went to Greenside and we got like the McDonald's, and then we went back to the airport. Or we ate on our way back to the airport. It's a pandemic. Tan, aren't you cold?
Me?
Like your shoes are nice and wide open. Guys, the weather was like a bit weird on this day, and Tan was just there with like flip-flops, and I was just like, child, aren't you cold? Not knowing that where I'm going is snowing, folks. Anyway, so they took me up to the counters to check in. That was all my luggage. Oh, I love my aunt so much, guys. So anyway, we ended up regretting the fact that we went to get food, because you see that line. You see that line. That line was basically the check-in line. So I was taking Turkish Airways, and we were stopping over in Istanbul. So this was the flight to Istanbul, and the line was horrible. We stood in there for a good hour because, like, when I actually end up walking, I didn't even sit that long in the plane. We were leaving. So imagine if somebody was running late and you didn't get there in the 3 hours. Because by the time I finished checking in, they were calling the last people to check in. That's how long the line was. But anyway, you guys saw my baggage. I had like a one big bag, and I had like a handbag, and I had like a hand luggage, and I had my satchel. That's all. That's all I came to this country with.
Must get married.
Guys, Vicky. Literally shortly before, ne, I was just reminiscing with my aunt, telling her how I'm really emotional about leaving and everything, because I'd actually also never been on such a very long flight alone. So for me, it was like a really I don't know how to put it. It was a very, not sad because I was happy, but it was also sad. So like I was in limbo basically. And I was just like, I'm so glad also that like Vicky didn't come, because Vicky was quite mobile and we actually lived like close to each other, because I was like, it's already hard for me to say goodbye to you guys. And oh no, oh no, we're not crying, are we? Okay. And I was telling my aunt that it's really hard for me to say goodbye to you guys alone. If Vicky was here, I would literally be wailing, like, no joke. And then, guess what bloody happened? Hey, this girl just pops by and she's like, hello! And I'm like, I started crying. Like, I didn't even know what to do. Like, the tears would streaking down my face. Just did whatever they wanted to do because homegirl was in shambles. Because I just realized that, like, I was really leaving my life behind, you know? Because for like last 5 years that I had spent in South Africa, um, probably about 90% of them was spent with like Vicky as well. Because I was always in university, and then I was like home, childish, because I was home for holidays, you know. So I was obviously trying to avoid her, but home could not be avoided. But homegirl could not be avoided, and she came to the airport. And the thing is, we recorded the sip or spill the day before I left. So we actually recorded it before we went for the dinner, and then I came back home, I edited it so I could already have it like going, because I wasn't carrying my laptop with me because, you know, kgs were a thing. I was trying to like save up on my kgs. Anyway, so this girl arrives at the airport and I always start crying. I think this is me crying.
Hey, that one is too early. Mara kirenyenza ama eating.
Okay, so I wasn't actually crying, but this was just like me telling that I was vlogging to say goodbye, and I was gonna release this vlog at a later time when I'm sort of like ready. And I was mad at my aunt because I was like, dude, I literally just said that if Vicky showed up, I would cry. And my aunt had flipped out and said, huh? So you say we are not important? I'm like, no, but I'm saying that like it will be too much for me, because like right now I'm able to hold everything with the comfort that, you know, with family will always be there. That's what we say, right? So the bond with family will never be broken. But I feel like the bond with friends, you actually don't know how it will end up if you move abroad. So I was in that place where this was my best friend, and I was thinking, when I leave, this must just be it, and I just wanted to like hold on to like the memories, and I wasn't sure what to do and everything, so like my family I know, and they like are always in England, so for me it was like really really easy to like place and say, when I miss you guys, I'm just gonna fly to England, I'm gonna see you guys. But this one in South Africa, what am I gonna do, and then obviously she popped up. So I'm talking a lot, let's continue. And we had checked in at this point, and I was going now, and this was the really like the goodbye. Well, I was now going to the boarding gates because we didn't have time, and then I was asking my aunt to buy me data because your girl was broke.
Am I buying data or airtime?
Airtime, please. There's a special data that I wanna buy.
Because Panama special data, put Panama.
No, Panama Black Friday deals are you past that I pick. That's what I wanna get, so I can get my cartoons. Okay, I would like to apologize to the entire anime community. I actually called anime cartoons because that's the only language that my aunt understands. But I wasn't talking about cartoons, I was actually talking about anime. I think I binge watched. What did I binge watch? Shucks, I forgot. But I was binge watching. I binge watched, I think, Attack on Titan on my way. Yeah, I think I binge watched Attack on Titan. Yes. I binge watched Attack on Titan on my flight. It was a 16-hour flight, 15 hours something together with a 2-hour layover. Bye, my love. I'm going. I'm still waiting for the cancellation there. Do the.
Okay, what's the number?
A15. Thank you. And the family was gone, and I was heading to the boarding gates alone for the first time in my life. Walking towards an unknown. Anyway, just hold on a bit.
For your protection and ours, please be reminded that mosques.
The airport is so dead, but we got gifts for the family. Oh my god, I'm so excited about this.
Sanitizing facilities are available.
It's gonna be amazing. I actually got like gifts for my host parents at the airport because of the pandemic, you really couldn't buy stuff. At the time I left, South Africa was in like a lockdown situation, I love the fact that I actually said it's gonna be amazing because it was. It really was. Apart from the uncertainty here and there, it's been a good journey so far. So from now on, it's just like me taking videos of literally everything. I saw it. I kid you not. I took every. Yeah, the reason why I took this particular part, like between Joburg and Gweru, is because I actually grew up in Gweru. A couple of you guys don't know this, because I'm Zimbabwean originally, although I grew up like my teen years and part of my adult life has been in South Africa, but I actually grew up originally in Gweru. I went to primary school in Gweru and my last kindergarten, I was also in Beirut. So I was actually fascinated that to fly to Europe, we had to go over Peru. But of course, because South Africa's at the bottom and Zimbabwe is directly over South Africa. But yeah, don't mind me. And this was the food package that we got. Nothing exciting. I wasn't in business class or anything. We got juice, we got bread, and I don't know what the other stuff is anymore. I've forgotten. I don't really think I ate much. Because yeah, like traveling, upset tummy and stuff like that. I always get an upset tummy when I'm traveling, so I didn't eat much. And I was watching Marvel. The thing on the sofa, on the like the TV in the plane had like a Marvel movie, so I watched like a Marvel movie. I can't remember which Marvel movie I watched. And then I went to the bathroom, and obviously, like I said, I took videos of everything, okay? If you ever wondered how bathroom inside the Turkish Airlines looks, this is how the bathroom on my flight looked like, okay? It was actually quite cute, to be honest. And I loved the fact that there was like lotion and like sanitizer, like and like hand washing liquid as well. Don't even ask me why I took the toilet seat and I look like trash. Oh, I miss my old glasses. Hey, and this plane was cold. Nah, fam. It was actually cold in this flight. Anyway, we got off the flight in Istanbul, and the first thing I needed was the bathroom. So again, I ran to look for the bathroom, and these were the bathrooms in Istanbul. Oh my god, they were so cute and empty. Istanbul airport is so pretty, and there's all these stores, like big brand stores, and you just like, am I the mall? Like, where am I? So, and this was like around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm lying. I'm lying. Exactly. I knew I was lying. I knew I was lying. Because my flight left Istanbul at that time, like at 11 something. And arrived, but in Düsseldorf. Düsseldorf is Germany, and that's the city where I landed in. That's the city where I did my au pair. And it's 2 hours behind. So I was in Istanbul, I had a 2 hour layover. Yes, I was right. I arrived there around 2, 3, because I left South Africa around 7, 8, and it was a 10-hour flight until Istanbul. So you guys can do the calculations if that interests you. Anyway, so I was about to land, and this was just me taking like videos of me about to land and just familiarizing myself with like the Germany map. Now the stress was kicking in because customs, I had to go through customs. And if you remember at the beginning of this, I said that we were not allowed, well, Germany had announced that no one from the red zone is allowed to come into the country anymore from the Friday. I get to customs. I think I was saved because I have a Zimbabwean passport. I get to customs, and the guy asks me, what is your reason? Then the guy asks me, what's your name? Then I tell him my name. Then he's like, why are you coming to the country? Then I tell him that I'm coming to OPE. then ask if my host family is aware that I'm landing today, and if they're waiting for me at the airport, then I confirm, and then takes my fingerprints. Ding, 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 ding. And guys, that was it. Homeboy was like, go. I was so happy. I was so happy. Because that was the point where it's either I turn back home or I'm stuck in the airport until something resolves itself somehow, you know. Yeah, but God pulled through. It could only have been him, because even like at Istanbul, they asked me again if I came with a South Africa flight, and I was like, yeah. And they asked me if I'm going to Germany, I was like, yeah. And they still let me come. I do not know. I think it was great not to take a direct flight, so to say. Yeah. Anyway, I think it was great not to book a direct flight. That's what I mean. Anyway, let's continue. So I'm out. I'm looking for my luggage. My luggage isn't coming. I was literally sitting on the floor because I was just tired. I had waited and waited for like 30 minutes standing, and my bag was really heavy. I mean, of course I could have put it down, but I was cold. It was just not, and I was just tired of waiting. And another flight had actually came, and my bag was still not there, you know. And I didn't know what to do. My phone wasn't connected to the internet at the time, so I didn't even know how I was gonna like tell my host parents that, yay, I've landed, but my luggage is nowhere to be found, you know. So I just sat there, lost hope, not knowing what to do. I've been waiting for my luggage for more than 30 minutes. At this point, I'm convinced it's not coming. My bag is here. And hello. Anyway, now this was a surprising thing. Please appreciate South African airports or African airports. The fact that you don't have to pay for a trolley to carry your luggage. And they only took like cards. Oh no, this place only took cash. And I was like, also this thing was €2. It's like almost 50 rand. Okay, I'm okay. I'm overstepping. It's like 35 rand for a trolley to push my luggage from this place to the car. Are they mad? So obviously I didn't. I ended up, I was just like, also it was too much German for me to read at some point, and then I found the English part, and I realized that I had to like buy, and I was like, no thanks, I'm fine. So then I left it, and then I left. And obviously I was now with my host parents, and we were just driving home. It was about like a 30-minute drive, under 30 minutes drive.
Actually, the music fits.
It was like an under 30-minute drive, and this was our neighborhood. We're now arriving home. The place I actually go home in Germany. This is the street. Why do I feel like that's them standing outside?
Sascha,
Yes,
du
yes.
musst ihn schneiden.
Okay. Just taking a little. Guys, they made me a cake. A welcome cake. Ooh, yeah. But that was basically it. I have two host families, and both of them were there to welcome me. And that's the end of the throwback, the reminiscing. Um, um, and yeah, after that, it was just a 12 months of lessons, laughter, crying, and everything in between, learning. I mean, like learning German. Okay, but anyway, let's get to the point of the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for reminiscing with me and allowing me to share with you guys what I was feeling and what I feel now as well, and just like everything. Like, thank you for watching this to the end if you did. Yeah, so the reason why I actually started the reminiscing stuff is I actually want to share my journey on how I got here, and like going forward, because of my memories. These are going to be my memories for the rest of my life, and I'm running out of space on every little gadget of mine. So it just makes sense that I actually utilize my YouTube channel to keep my memories for a lifetime. One day, who knows, great grandkids will see and trying to figure out how did we end up living in Europe or wherever we're living in that time in life. I'm a child of the earth. I'll be wherever at any time. So if you are interested in finding out how I navigated life in my au pair year, or how I became an au pair, or anything to do with my au pair year and now my Ausbildung, just make sure that you stay tuned, and videos will be dropping on this German journey. And I'm definitely happy to answer any questions that you guys have, so leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for allowing me to be vulnerable with you guys. Thank you guys for allowing me to share my feelings. You guys probably know by now that when I'm not in a good space, I will not be dropping any videos, and I will not be filming as well, because I do not want to spread negative energy. The tears I cried today, those were tears of joy. Those were feelings of, these are my people, like, for example, I'm still connected with my family. For example, I'm still connected with Vicky now, so everything was coming from a very, very good place. Now, if I had filmed this video a month ago when I dropped the first part, feelings would have come from a bad place, because I was just like, I wanted to go home at that point. I just wanted to up and leave. But in the month in between, I sorted my life out and I got my things together, and I'm happy now again. I'm always happy most of the time. Yeah. Anyway, I'm talking a lot. I talk a lot. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. And I look forward to sharing this journey with you. Much love from me, Sasha Annamercy. Take care.